Honestly, I don't know how to feel after that game. It almost feels like a win because of how we've won it. And listen, I'm buzzing. Danny Ings, he did the business, but Lopetegui got it so spectacularly wrong with that starting lineup. I can't be too happy, right? I wanted to win that game, that's the point, but listen, I couldn't see us scoring. Danny Ings' substitution was great, comes on, great finish. Honestly, I was buzzing, absolutely buzzing. But my God, Lopetegui, what was he thinking? Like, universally across the board, I didn't see anyone happy with that starting line. Like, everyone was like, what the hell are we doing? Souček, Rodriguez, Alvarez in the midfield. Antonio up top, especially just coming from playing in South America. You know, and he, at his age and the way he plays, it's a lot for him. There was just nothing to get excited about that midfield. We all knew what was going to happen. And it was exactly what we expected. Exactly what we expected. And that cost us 3 points today. If he doesn't play Souček today, we don't lose that game because we don't concede that goal. And I'm not blaming Souček. Souček didn't pick himself. It's on Lopetegui. We know Souček's limitations. Absolutely no balance in that midfield whatsoever. Like, at all. Why is he not started Paqueta? Why? You could see the lack of creativity we had. We created nothing in the first half. Like, not a single shot on target. So, what is, like, Paqueta's fit enough to be on that bench. He's fit enough to start. You can argue if he only had 45 minutes in him coming on in the second half, you know, we wouldn't have conceded that goal. Because it was a simple part. We're playing this high line, which I'm not against the high line. But you can't play a high line when you're playing a midfield and a midfielder that gives the ball away so cheaply, so easily. Like, we're sitting there and we're building up, we're trying to do so. He gets it, it's like a 5-yard pass, just gives the ball away. Easy ball over the top. Emil Smith-Rowe. It was just so obvious. And he made the obvious subs. Because I was sitting there and I said, and this isn't me being a genius, a football fucking expert, but he made the substitutions I said he should make because it was obvious. It was obvious, and that's obviously the team that should have started. And I need him to come out. I need him to come out and explain himself. If none of these interviews, none of these journalists ask him about his starting lineup, they need to pack it in. They need to just find a new profession, mate. Because you can't call yourself a journalist if you're not asking the obvious questions that everyone wants to know the answers to. Like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Fulham, overall, like, they looked the better team. Like, the way they played, their energy, the intensity. We started all right. I wasn't mad. I was like, okay, this is better than I expected. But it's just not sustainable. It was never going to be sustainable with that lineup. And lo and behold, it comes back to bite us. So he needs to explain himself. And listen, it's 4 games in. Okay? You can make mistakes. I mean, that's a really just an awful mistake to make because I don't know what he's thinking. But, okay. We look at it in 10 games' time. We see where we're at. Okay? But until then, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm still going to criticise. But I'm not going to call for him to be sacked. I'm not going to jump the gun like a lot of people are saying we should have stuck with Moyes, we should have done this, we shouldn't have signed him. Okay, substitution-wise, he gets it spot on. Shane made the changes at half-time. We wouldn't have seen that before. He made the right changes at half-time. Brought on Soler early. Brought on Ings, and we were like, oh, jeez. But thankfully, he did keep 2 up top. He didn't just do a like-for-like, which we would have seen before. And I'm not here to slag off Moyes or anything like that. It's not about that. What I'm trying to say is, as much as we're looking at what he did wrong, we've also got to look at what he did right and the improvements over what we have seen in the past. And it's his proactiveness of substitutions and his ability to change how we play when we are chasing the game, to change up the tactics and go more direct, because we're not seeing take a striker off, bring a striker on. It's like, okay, let's go 2 up top. You know, let's be more attacking. Let's be more. And we should have started like that. Like I said, it's not we're not sitting here playing against fucking Liverpool away. You know that Forest got a result there. So no excuses at all. But like I said, he takes responsibility for losing us 2 points, but he takes credit for winning us a point. Do you know what I mean? So it's on the same side. He's realised his error. I just don't know how he makes that mistake. That's why it's just like there has to be something that we don't know for why he's gone and done that. But if he keeps doing that and we keep seeing lineups like that, I can't stand by him for the duration of the season. I can't sit there. Like I said, I'll give him a season. I want to see us, but I want to see us play better football. I want to see you try. If you're trying and we're playing better, you're putting the best team out there, and we're not quite getting over the line. You can have patience for that. I can't have patience for that lineup. I can't have patience for what I saw in the first half. No, thank you. No patience from me, mate. So you learn your lesson and we move. But we still haven't seen our strongest 11 yet. Still not playing. Like we're running out of patience and excuses of they've got to get up to speed and they've got to get fit. Like Tadimo's got to get fit soon. Mavropanos, he's a squad player. Mavropanos is a squad player. Souček, bench player. Antonio, bench player. There's no way these players should be starting. So there's going to be a certain point where we run out of patience for you not starting these players. Because if you haven't got them up to speed by a few games in from now, that's on you. So yeah, listen, hold your hands up. Admit you got it wrong, Lopetegui. We move forward. Chelsea, I swear, you get that lineup right. You've got to get it right.